Welcome to Real Talk, Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and today we have Amy from Rummelhoff from Hollywood, California on the show. Welcome, Amy. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, no problem.
Amy, you were not always the poster child of fitness. Ever since you were 5 years old, you dealt with daily migraines and severe asthma. Can you tell us about that time in your life?
Yeah, I've always had a lot of health issues, and I ended up finding out I had asthma when I was a kid, when I got hospitalized for sleeping on the grass in a tent. And so all throughout my childhood, I constantly was on different medications, and a lot of it messed with my body and my metabolism because back then, a lot of it was steroids related. And with my migraines, the same thing. I didn't know why I was constantly in pain and frustrated, and so I learned a lot when I was younger to ignore pain, and it got me into trouble as I got a little bit older, just because I felt like it was a normal part of my life to just live in pain, and my metabolism didn't work, and I was tired and all of that, and so it was just part of my what I had to deal with.
So it came to a point where you were so good at ignoring chronic pain that you didn't realize you had a ruptured appendix. Did that change things for you?
It changed everything. I ignored a burst appendix for 4 days and ended up in the hospital for 11 days. They wanted to keep me another week. I refused because I was stubborn and wanted to finish all my classes in college. And so my immune system had always been weakened just because of my other issues going on, but I completely ruined my immune system. I had mono for 2 years. I became anemic. I developed depression just because at the point in my life where I should be going out, having fun with my friends, I had no energy. I lost 30 pounds in the hospital because I couldn't eat or drink anything. Just a really dark place where it just felt like everything was spiraling out of control for me, and took over my life for a couple years.
You decided to fight back and took matters into your own hands. Now you're living the fitness lifestyle and are a role model to many others. Do you ever struggle with asthma or other health-related obstacles today?
You know what? I struggle every day. I mean, it's not like I woke up and I would be, in the gym every day and it fixed everything. I still take my inhalers every morning and evening. I can't run very far. I can do sprints and then I feel like I'm going to faint just because my asthma is still so bad. My immune system never really, I mean, it got better, but I still get sick super easily. So, I always tell people, you look at me and you think, oh, you're the poster child of fitness. You can do everything that you want to do, and it's not true. And so, I try and explain to people that everyone has things that people don't know about them, and things that should hold them back. But if you push through it, you really can achieve what you never thought you could.
So you are a big believer in the fact that people can live a healthy lifestyle despite challenges in their personal lives. There will be always be people who will say, "But my situation is far worse." What would you say to them?
I would say if I sat down and really went through everything I've been through, people never believe me. They're like, that's impossible. And just because my issues are treatable through medication and through living the healthier lifestyle, it's not killing me, I guess you could say. However, that doesn't mean that I don't struggle just as much as someone else with a different issue. I have different types of struggles, but mine is something that I deal with every single day of my life. I will until I die. And you either just let it take over your life and use it as a crutch for anything in life, or you just say, okay, it's a story. It'll be me being able to overcome things that I shouldn't be able to will help somebody else who didn't think they could as well.
Right. Before you got into fitness, you were a competitive figure skater. How did that start, and what did you learn from it?
Well, my mom entered me into lessons for my ninth birthday, and I fell in love with the sport. And so I skated all through high school and got hurt. And then I coached through college and then was in a car accident. So I kind of felt like my body was saying, okay, you've had enough of this sport. Let's find a new hobby. The thing that I would say taught me more than anything from it is dedication and drive and hard work, because when you're 15 years old waking up at 4:30 a.m. on a Saturday to drive an hour to be with your team for 2 hours and come back and work to help pay for it. And it's a lot. I didn't have free time. I planned everything even back then in a planner to say, when can I write my paper? When can I see my friend? It was just, I think my life was more chaotic in high school than it is now. So, I really learned how to persevere through things and be a very, very hard worker.
Amazing. At one point, you were juggling with coaching, training and studying psychology and studio art, and you learned all about time management. How do you manage your time with even more on your plate these days?
I live off of my iPhone calendar. As soon as I have an appointment, I put it in there, and if it's not the next day, I give myself a day reminder so I never forget anything. I'm very good at following up with the email, making sure everything's scheduled into my day so it's not overlapping, and I've pretty much never been late on anything in my life. So I think it's working so far.
Amazing. Many people are looking for a quick fix. You learned that you need a tremendous work ethic to succeed. What is the one tip you can give others to develop a stronger work ethic?
As far as fitness or as far as just in general?
In general, yeah.
I would say take it one step at a time. It can get really overwhelming when you have 5, 10, 15 things going on at once, and not knowing where to start. It can be very, very overwhelming. So if you just look at what needs to be done first and move from there, make checklists. Very easy to each day be like, all right, this is what I need to do today. I need to get all these things done before I work on X, Y, and Z. And as soon as that's done, or for some reason it doesn't happen, then put it on your next day. So you're constantly holding yourself accountable as well.
I read online that you're an advocate of setting mini goals. Do you believe you've been able to accomplish this much through goal setting?
Yes, I do. For me with fitness, it's really easy to look at the other amazing individuals that you see around you and perfect bodies and of course in my head, and just things that they're accomplishing, and get discouraged when you feel like you're not at that level and you're working so hard. And when things come up and you can't maybe get to where you want to get to for something, then make a smaller goal. Say, okay, I'm at this body fat percentage, I want to get here within the month. Or I have a photo shoot, I'm going to set that up so that I make sure I stay on track if there's nothing other than a shoot coming up, to stay on focus with my diet, focus with my training, and then you feel like it pays off in the end.
You also started your own event planning and marketing company. Do you feel your experiences as a fitness competitor gives you an edge as an entrepreneur?
I would say it's the opposite. I would say that my entrepreneurial area of expertise in marketing and events, I again taught me how to develop a business, taught me how to develop a brand. And so when I went into competing, I knew how to develop myself as a brand, as a fitness competitor, and how to make those connections, make the network, set up my site, set up my social media, and that all I feel like I learned more from when I was developing my event and marketing company.
How important have the people around you been when it comes to achieving your success, both as a fitness athlete and in your business career?
I would say 100% important to me. My family and my friends and my business associates that give me support is what makes me get through hard times. When they understand what you're going through and they help you through it, because you can't take everything on yourself.
What are some of your goals for the rest of the year?
This year, I am trying to. Again, this year, unfortunately, I've had some health issues, so I've had to pull out of a couple shows. But as long as everything continues the way it should, I'm hoping to qualify at the national level again and hopefully go for my pro card. And just to continue to develop myself more as a brand in the fitness industry as a whole, including sponsorships and more publications and, just developing everything that surrounds fitness.
And I'm sure you will do great.
Thank you.
Where can people go to learn more about you online?
I have several areas. I have a website. It's www.amyvonrummelhoff.com. I have a Facebook for fitness, which is the username is facebook.com/amvonr.fitness. And you can also find me on Twitter or Instagram with the same username, which is @amvonr.
Okay, and I will make sure to put all the links below this video.
Perfect.
Do you feel there's something we've missed that you would like to cover today?
I think that the only thing I could tell everyone is just don't get discouraged because people are going to judge you. People are going to make mean comments. People are going to tell you you can't do things. And it's very, very easy to get caught up and get stuck on that and start to not like your image, start to not feel like you can do it. And, you need to surround yourself with uplifting people that believe in you, sometimes when you don't believe in yourself. And that's really the best way to push forward in the fitness industry, whether it be competing, modeling, training. It is a very competitive market, and so you want to have a good network around you to feel like you're going in the direction that you should be going.
Thank you for your great advice.
No problem.
And thank you so much for being on the show today, Amy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It was an absolute pleasure.
Great.
Thank you. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and I will see you on the next episode of Real Talk, Real Women.